Hi, my name is Ananya Seekern, and welcome to Historyland. Here today, I'm with Louis Armstrong, the jazz player. So tell me, Louis, when and where were you born?
I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana on August 01. My parents were Marianne and William Armstrong.
What was your childhood like?
When I was only 5, my father abandoned our family to marry someone else. Shortly after, my mother left the home too, leaving my sister Beatrice and I to be cared for by my grandmother and uncle. I earned money by selling paper, discarded food, and hauling coal. After I quit school, I sang songs in the streets with others for money and worked for the Karnofskys, an immigrant family who owned a junk business.
As a boy, did you ever get into any trouble?
Yes.
And why?
In 1913, when I was 12, I was sent to a reform school for firing my stepfather's pistol into the air on a New Year's Eve celebration. In my time there, I learned the cornet, which is a trumpet-like instrument.
When was your release, and what did you do after that?
I was released in 1915 when I was 14. From there, I was befriended by Joe King Oliver, leader of the first great African-American band, who taught me the trumpet. I joined his band in Chicago, where I played second cornet.
Did you ever quit Oliver's band, and why?
My wife, Lillian Harden, persuaded me to quit the band. Shortly after, I got an invitation from Fletcher Henderson to join his band in New York. To blend in better with the other instruments, I switched from cornet to trumpet. I made lots of recordings with my pianist friend Clarence Williams. But a year later, I returned to Chicago, persuaded by my wife again to boost my job and income.
When did you become famous for your music?
In 1929, I toured America and Europe, producing hit after hit. In 1935, I appeared on a Broadway show and performed in many places. I started working for Carol Dickerson Orchestra with Earl Hines, which was renamed Louis Armstrong and his Stompers, and I performed in films, radios, dance halls, nightclubs, and theaters.
What are some of your great song works and achievements of your life?
Well, for one, I am known as the father of jazz and have won several Grammy Awards. Some of my greatest hits were Hello Dolly, Mac the Knife, and What a Wonderful World. I am also particularly good at scat singing, which I invented when I dropped my sheet music while recording a song and was told to keep singing, even though I couldn't remember the lyrics, so I sang the verse in nonsense syllables.
When and where did you die, and how did you die?
I died in Corona, New York, on 1971. I died in my sleep due to a heart attack.
Well, thank you, Liz Armstrong, for coming to Historyland. We learned a lot for you. We'll see you next time on Historyland.